You come back the way that you did. How did it feel for you to have your first game go the way that it did tonight?
Yeah, it felt great. Obviously had to knock some rust off there in the first half. So I expect myself to play better, but it was great to be back out there. I was, a lot of emotions running through it at the end of the game. So it's just good to be back with the guys.
If you're going to grade yourself, what would you give your grade today first time back in the game?
I thought second half I started to put it more where I wanted it and settled in a little bit. Certainly missed some throws early that I typically make. But after that, I felt pretty comfortable back there. I thought the O-line did great. We ran it well. Obviously, defense played great. So I'm just going to keep getting better.
This win, I know you guys spoke with week to week, but this win essentially gives you guys a chance to climb back in the division race. Can you feel the boost that you've been able to give your team with your performance tonight and leading them to this win?
I don't know about that. I think anytime you can get a big win like this, it's exciting, and guys work really hard for this. We are where we're at with our record, but guys work really hard to go out and put on good performances on Sunday. So when you're able to do that, it feels good.
You mentioned, you had to knock off a little bit of rust early. When did you start to feel
the whole first half, I was, my feet were a little antsy back there, missing some throws. But like I said, in the second half, I felt a lot more comfortable. Started putting them where I wanted to, and getting out and running and making a couple plays with my feet, getting out of the pocket a little bit. Certainly don't want to make a living that way, but was able to pick my spots.
I know there's a lot going on out there tonight, but did you have any moment where you felt like you had a chance to reflect on the journey back to this moment, to get back, and how hard it's been to be able to enjoy a night like this?
Yeah, it was. You certainly have those moments after the game. Certainly hasn't been easy on me through 6 years, from a lot of different angles, but I've worked really hard to put myself in position to be back out there, and a lot of people around me have done the same, and there's been a lot of discussions and a lot of time in the training room, and just a lot that has gone into this, and I'm proud to be back.
Was there any throw that getting you back into it where, in the first half, is there any throw that got you going, that got you rolling?
That touchdown to Yoshi, I felt pretty good about. It was put it right where I wanted it. Didn't exactly spin it the way I wanted it, but that's all right. I put it in a good spot, and he was ready for the look. That one felt good.
Is this what you came back for? Is this kind of why you went through all that work to get back on the field?
Yeah, there's no better feeling than that. Putting in work for a long time and going out and it paying off. It's there's just no feeling like going out in front of the world with a group of guys that work really hard to go try to win games, and going out and putting on a good performance and winning that game. Obviously we got a lot of games left, but we're going to enjoy this one on this little mini bye weekend, and everybody's going to go and have Thanksgiving with their families and smile and eat and feel good about it.
What were the issues in the red zone that you saw?
Well, I'm trying to think. There was, I think for the most part, you just got to give credit to them. They mixed up their looks down there. They zero pressured us. They doubled Ja'Marr. They singled Ja'Marr. They did a lot of different things down there. At the end of the day, we got to make plays and put more in the end zone. We can't kick six field goals, but that's the kind of game that it was. With our defense playing the way that it was, and the way we were running the ball, it was take your points kind of game. Obviously, the one that really hurt was when we got the turnover down there and came out with no points. Typically something like that happens. It's going to be tough to win the game, but we were able to pull it out.
Zero blitzes, zero blitzes all 4 snaps?
Yeah, and then that was really the only drive that they did that. And then the next couple times they were still playing some man, and like I said, doubling Ja'Marr sometimes, not doubling him sometimes. But we needed somebody to make a play, and Tanner made that play on, in my opinion, one of the best safety in the league, who just continuously makes play after play. And that one really opened the floodgates. So credit to Tanner for that one.
Zach said you got Zach and well, there's 2 touchdowns. He said the plays you guys have been working on all year. The right look.
Yeah, I don't know about all year because I haven't been out there, but we were hunting that look on the Tanner touchdown, and really, Kyle played it great, but I threw a good ball and Tanner made a great play, and then the one to Yoshi, they were kind of bringing that pressure. They brought it before in games in the past, and so we were ready for it, but they played some different coverages behind that pressure today. But great job by Yoshi recognizing the coverage, and he was ready for it.
How's playing shoot?
Yeah, it was good. I was a little more mobile than I expected to be honest. So that felt good. We got a good system on the sideline of changing shoes out and doing what I need to do to stay fresh. So we'll continue to do that.
Was there a certain play early in the game where you kind of wanted to test it out and make you notice how we
I think the first time I really left the pocket was in the red zone. I threw it to Yoshi. It was incomplete, but after that one, it felt pretty good, and so I felt a little more comfortable doing some more of that stuff.
Sorry about that. They didn't change anything. I mean, I went out the first half, 37 passes. I mean, they didn't blink an eye. They put the ball in.
Yeah, it certainly, like I said earlier, had to knock some rust off, miss some throws that I typically make. But I didn't panic. Thought I settled in better in the second half, but going forward, I got to hit some of those.
It is one game, Joe, obviously one win, but given the competition, where it was, the setting, the national setting, does this kind of give you a glimpse of what this team is capable of the next 5 games?
We know the guys we have in the locker room. We know what we have in front of us. It's certainly not going to be easy. But the way our defense has played the last several weeks, I think, has been extremely positive. Obviously, they were great today. But that's been building. That's been building all year. You see them putting in the work. You see Al talking about a lot of different things that end up showing up tonight in the last couple games as well. And so credit to those guys for working so hard the way that they do and putting on that performance.
Was it like to eat turkey on Thanksgiving?
I didn't touch it. I don't know who made it. I don't know where they made it. I'm good.
You don't want any part of it.
I had a little pepper. I was good with the pepper.
You would say you would kind of, I guess it showed you your faith in Tanner. It's going against the best safety in the league. I mean, it wouldn't seem to be particularly great connection, but you're not.
Yeah, from the moment Tanner got here, all he did was make plays in practice. When we first got here, and was that 22, I think. When we signed him, I was like, "Who's this guy making all these catches on scout team?" I didn't know his name, and then he just continuously kept doing it. And I've been his biggest fan since he got here. He just, it's not easy being in that spot when you're the third or fourth tight end that you might get a couple snaps in certain spots in the game, and it's cold outside, you're on the sideline, you got to stay warm, and then you got to come in and catch a back pylon throw against Kyle Hamilton. That's not easy. And he's just always been ready for his number to be called, so credit to him for that.
You talked about some of the challenges that you faced in this journey back. Is there something that you're particularly thankful for since it is Thanksgiving this year?
I'm just thankful for the opportunity to play this game. We got great guys in there I love playing with, and we got a great coaching staff. I'm thankful for all my loved ones being there for me during this tough time. They know who they are. I'm not going to go name them, but they know who they are. They've been there for me a lot through the years. So that makes me feel good. And then, obviously the training staff that gets creative, pushes me, I push them. We got a great relationship. Certainly, I've been in there enough. We better. But if anything ever happens again, we'll get right back to it.
I know you said you didn't off for us, but did you wake up today thinking you were going to throw the ball more than 45 times?
I don't think I really thought about it. I knew what kind of game it could be with Lamar over there. I've thrown a lot against these guys in the past. It didn't quite turn out that way as far as the shootout wise, but we threw it and we ran it well too. So we got to keep building on it.
You sound a little hoarse.
Haven't yelled like that in a while, Hobbs. It's loud out there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We'll be bringing Ja'Marr around if you guys.
It was good being back out there. First series, I was a little winded though, but other than that, it felt good.
What was it like seeing Joe kind of, it seemed like he found his rhythm for that game? How did you see him play in his first game back?
Overall, I feel like we could have capitalized on a lot more. I'm pretty sure he could say the same. But I still think he did a good job of just keeping the momentum going when he had the opportunities to keep it going, and capitalizing on those situations for the offense.
He ended up with 100. I forget what the number was, but he went over 100 against them, and he seemed to continue to do that every time he was playing. What's the reason? It looked like they left you one-on-one a couple times.
It was pretty much man the whole game, if I'm being honest. It was just man combo. Safety was just cheating over pretty much the whole time. But today was just about making the contested catches. Really what it was about. I got to do better on those other two that I had opportunities on, and that's the only way that I could get big plays and down the field.
What's the mentality like on third downs when Joe's your quarterback? How does that maybe change the way you finish routes or extend routes, knowing that Joe's back there?
It's a little different than Flacco because when Joe's there, I know where the ball going. When Flacco is there, I don't, for real. So it's like when Flacco's back there, I got to win every route. You know what I'm saying? When Burrow's back there, I know where the ball's going off the coverage with Burrow's in there.
Is that something where you just got so many years in the bank that it's just you know it because you've done it for so many years?
I could say, yeah, repetition helped.
Tomorrow, all season, you guys have talked about complementary football and the need, the offense and the defense. Well, in the first half, the defense, I think it's safe to say, kind of carried you at moments, forced turnovers.
Yeah.
Second half, to get those 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
How good was it to see you guys play complementary football?
First off, I think our defense has been doing good the past 3 weeks. Just giving us opportunities after opportunities to make a play for each drive and just put a point on the board. They've been doing a good job, but as far as today, though, we got to capitalize more off those turnovers. They're giving us the ball multiple times. We got to capitalize over those.
What do you think the feeling is like in general with the team when Burrow's out there? Is there just a different feeling for the guys as a team that you could sense tonight just because he was the quarterback again?
Yeah, I would say yeah, just because everybody loves Burrow. You know what I'm saying? So. It's a little more urgency when he's there. I want to say urgencies. Urgency is more up when he's there.
Is that just a byproduct of how intense he is? Like, it seems like he's intense.
I would say so, yeah. We know how he is, so we know what he likes and how he likes it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much we know.
Is it a little bittersweet having this kind of win, knowing the opportunities y'all had, having him come back, he could have been in a better position? Is it a little tough kind of knowing how some of those games slip by, knowing how well y'all look tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we know those games that we didn't finish off strong on. We know we're supposed to have those, but we can't worry about it. We just got to finish what's in front of us right now to put ourselves in the best position for the future.
Was there any throw you thought got him going that, said he had to knock the rust off?
I'm not even sure. I can't even tell you off the top of my head. I know first, straight out the gate, we was just trying to get him doing movements and just getting like easy catches going for him.
Looked like training camp for you and Cheeto.
I love Cheeto, man. I love Cheeto, bro. Me and Cheeto go way back. He's been working with me since my rookie year, so there's always nothing but love and competitiveness when I'm going against Cheeto, yeah.
Where you guys were going at it pretty good.
We weren't going at it. He just held me on one of the plays. I didn't get the flag. And I'm like, Cheeto, you held me. But he like, how? So, that's my guy, though.
It's pretty cool to see him come back. He's had a lot of injuries, the last couple of years. He's playing really well before the ACL. How cool was it to see him kind of come back and be in that spot for him?
It's good just seeing anybody go through adversity from an injury, man, because we, as an athlete, it's not easy going through injuries and coming off it and feeling the difference, and your mental's all over the place. So I salute to him and everybody else that just came back from injury.
That being said, it seems like Joe was probably more reflective.
Say it again?
Joe was probably a little more reflective about tonight and him coming back from this injury than he has been in previous ones. Does that seem fair to say to you?
I don't know. You think he's emotional?
Potentially. Seemed like he was thinking a little bit more. What you think?
He was hiding it from me then, because I ain't see that. Yeah, I ain't see that.
You said he didn't want to eat any of the turkey. He didn't trust it. Did you eat any?
It was not that bad. If I'm being, it was not that bad. All of my life watching the game on Thanksgiving, I would see players make the crazy face after they bite it because it was not good. So, but it wasn't that bad. Maybe I'm hungry, so who knows?
Is that a bucket list moment for you? You ate turkey after a win on Thanksgiving?
It was a bucket list, yes, yes.
What does it say about you? I mean, everyone, a lot of people said, why is Joe coming back? 3-8, y'all have lost 4 straight. What does it say about y'all that y'all were able to come out and put all that behind you and have that kind of performance against Baltimore?
We've been in these positions before, like trying to fight ourselves out of adversity to get ourselves in the playoffs, just to get ourselves a better picture for the future. So we at the end of the day we need Joe. Joe needs us, and we got to make it work somehow, some way, and just get ourselves set for the future.
A couple times.